This is Amud Yomi Gemara in Shabbos Daf Samuch Amud Beis, and we're holding on Samuch Amud Beis about 12 lines down. The first word in line is Oichel Nefesh Bilvad. We're in the middle of a lengthy discussion that began on Amud Aleph from the Mishnah, which was the Gezerah not to wear the sandal hamisumar, a type of sandal that doesn't have any stitching, but rather nails that are utilized to hold the leather sandal, leather upper, I should say, with the wooden sole. So yesterday in the previous year, we learned three different ways of learning what were the reason why they made this Gezerah. But now it continues the Gemara, Amrav Yudam Shmuel, Laishanu ala lechazik. These are only aser when the nails are there, lechazik, to strengthen. Avalinoi mutter. But if you have a sandal that it has some nails holding it together, but it's stitched as well, then it is not considered something that is similar to the original case, and then would be mutter. Says Mervakam Lenoi, how many nails are put in? Lenoi, Rav Yechon, Rav Chamish v'zeh, Chamish v'zeh, 5 in each sandal, Rav Yechon, Rav Shav v'zeh, Shav v'zeh. Says Rav Yechon, let me explain to you how this sandal was made. And one where the straps are fastened. So Meisveis, different ways this sandal is constructed, of course, in a world where they wore these sandals. It's a little bit easier to understand. The Gemara is teaching us 5 or 7 nails holding together the sandal that could be potentially there, lenoi, which would make it mutter. If it's there as the etzim sandal itself, it is aser. Meisvei asked the Gemara, sandal anaita. So when has a sandal, it's uneven, so it's sort of leaning. Oisli shava, they make 7 different nails. Rabbi Mater, keep put into 13 nails. So Vishlam Rav Chanina, who Damar Krav Nasan, that's where we get 7 from. El Rav Yechanan. Excuse me. Bishlam Rav Chanina, yeah, they said 7 also. Rav Yechanan. He holds like, Rav Nasan. El Rav Yechanan, that says 7. No, one more time. Let's get this right. Bishlam Rav Chanina, who said 7, who Damar Krav Nasan. El Rav Yechlan Damar Keman, he said only 5 nails. It doesn't fit with anyone in this brisa. Explains the Gemara, Damar Kravu Nohoroi. Titania, we learned in a brisa. Rav Neroy Yomer Hey Mutter V'Sheva Aser. And that's how he's going to learn. Smack him in the arm. The first one line is Mutter. Amrli Eifa Le Rav Rachana. Eifa said to Rav Rachana, Atot Amid Rav Yechanan. You are Tamid Rav Yechanan, Avidik Rav Yechanan. 5 nails allowed per sandal. And then we hold Navidik Rav Chanina. Therefore, you could have even 7 nails. What is the story if you have a sandal with 5 nails? Lamaisa, can you wear it? Amar lei. Filu shava mutter. Teshamai, what are 9? Amar lei. Filu shemaina aser. 8 is aser. So 7 is the cutoff point. So by me now, who writes Anamir Avami, Tfarami with Mau, if he sewed a shoe inside the sandal, what's the halacha now? Amalei Mut, lay it down in my time. I don't know why. Amar Ravashi, lay it down in my time. Oh, keep it as Tfarami with them. Amalei Mino. It's sewn together. Once it's sewn together, it's a regular shoe, so of course you can wear it. Sandal gazer Rabbanan like gazer Rabbanan. There's never Xera, so therefore that's the reason why it is mutter. And of course, as we mentioned again, the particulars of the shoe make it a little bit complicated. But the point is, only in cases which resemble the etzim Xera, of course, is where the Isser will apply. Continues the Gemara 10 lines from the wide lines. First one line is Rabban. Rav Abba bar Zavda, Rav Abba bar Avina. A Shaila. So kamin kalvus mai. If they made them the nail like tongs, what is the halacha? Amrlei mut. It's Ranami Rav Yezra Chanina. So kamin kalvus mutter for the simple reason that once you make a different type of nail, it makes it not doimat to the original gzeira, and therefore it's going to be mut. Amrav sheisha is chiful kula b'masmeirim. If everything, if the whole bottom is full of nails as well, so that the ground will not destroy your shoe. It's full nails on the bottom. Mut. Tani was Rav Shisha. Let's say Ish B'San Lam somewhere. V'lei Talim Be'ez Lavais. Cannot walk from house to house wearing such a shoe. Feel mimita limita. Avol metal to the lechaz was a kli. Could use it to cover up a kli. Less will carry a mita, but to support a wobbly bed. Rav Laz Rav Shimon Aiser. Nashu Rav Masmer Aiser. What if most of the nails fell out of the shoe? V'nishvai ba'arba or chamish mutter. Rabbi Mater at Sheva. Cheboy bar milmat. If you cover the bottom of the shoe with leather, v'kavlai masmeirais milmal, and you put nails on the upper part, mutter. Asakmin kalbos. As we saw that the nails are like a tongue shaped. Aikmin tas like a bar. Aikmin yased like a steak. Aisha chafu kula b'masmeirais, which was the other after we said it's fully nails in the bottom. Kadesh lo teikarka chaltai mutter. Says the Gemara, 1 second. Hagufa kasha, the price that you just quote as a raya, very nice raya, but in itself is a stira. So first you told me the majority of the nails fall out, which implies Avagan the Shaiba Tuva, some are still there, that's fine. Father Tani Arba Chamish in Tfeilai. So how do you reconcile that Sembraisa? Amar Rav Shishas Lakasha Kan Shenigamimu. When the Brisa says even many nails are allowed, even more than half fall out. It's some of the case where the nails were worn down, so they're level, kan shenekru, where the nails were completely removed. When the nails are leveled out, so you still see part of the nail, and therefore this shoe is clear that originally had more nails, therefore it's going to be mutter, but if they're fully worn down, then not. Arba chamisha mutter. Hashla chamishari arba mi by the classical kasha. You tell me 4 or 5 is mutter. If 5 is mutter, of course it's 4 is mutter. 4 is included in 5. Amar avchesta arba misandal katan. It means 4 in a small shoe of a chamish misandal gadol. For Rabbi Mater at Sheva, I v'otani Rabbi Mater at Shol Shasri. So was it 7 or 13? Noita shani. If it's leaning on the side, that's when he allowed up to 13. Hashla tzach Rabbi Yochanan milakasha. We could also say within the world of Rabbi Yochanan that what Noita shiny. That when we said 7, the Rabbi Yochanan only holds 5. When will he hold 7? When it's Noita, when it's leaning. So different ways of learning up the Brisa that we will not have a kasha. Amar Rav Masna, what this will conclude. Amar Rav Achtubai bar Amar Le. Excuse me. Amar Rav Achtubai bar Masna Rav Masna. Ein alachi Rav Lezber Rav Shimon. No pasuk Rav Lezber Rav Shimon. Pshita Yachad Ram Lachik Ram. This goes back to the Bryce that we just quoted, and the question is: are you allowed to move these sandals for other reasons? So says the Gemara, we don't pass like Rav Shimon. Says the Gemara, of course now we pass like the Rabbim. We're gonna pass like Tanakama. Says the Gemara, Ma'u the Taim was Taver Tam to Rav Shimon Baha. Therefore, maybe we would go with him. Kamash Milan. No. Amar Rav Chia Lav the Karv the Kalai Shari Yisurav. Not for the fact that people would call me the Bablai, the Babylonian, that makes things the mutter, which is also Shina Beituva. I would have said, even with many nails, it would be mutter. Vekama. But Madisa Amrin Esrim Varba 24, Besu Amrin Esrim Vitartin 22. We see Manech Ad Osbim These Surah Chaser Tartu lost 2, went from 22 to 24. That's the fascinating discussion of this incredible nail. First brings out how far Gzera goes, how careful you have to be about Al-Tzah, the 3 reasons where it applies, excessive nails, different cases, etc., etc. Pick it up for the end of Samacham and Beis B'siyata Dishmaya.